Welcome to Zoom In with me. And today I'm honored to have invited Professor Yan Xuetong, a renowned scholar of international relations from Tsinghua University, to talk about big power relationship, to talk about U.S. China trade war, and how the international relations will be reshaped in the future. So welcome, Professor Yan.
Thank you.
Let us start with the headline-making story. That is the U.S. China trade war. Why do you think there is a trade war in the first place, and where we are now?
Okay. And the first is because Trump have a different preference for the strategy confronting against China. And during the Obama's period, or before the Obama, and the American government mainly concerned to confront China in political and security fields rather than economic fields. They concern China and the U.S. shares a lot of economic interests, and it's not necessary for the U.S. to contain China in economic domain. But Trump has a different concern. So he gave the preference, the priority to economy, but mainly for trade. That's why he initiated the trade war with China. And concerning the current situation, both sides still want to continue the negotiation rather than end it. So I think that there will be few rounds of negotiation between China and the U.S., but I cannot guarantee they reach an agreement finally. I don't know.
If they can come to an agreement, what kind of an agreement will it be, and what does it mean for China's economy and the U.S. economy?
Well, if they reach an agreement, means both sides and face less damage or loss caused by the trade war. It doesn't mean that both sides will benefit more from it. If they can cause more damage for the other sides than themselves, they still will continue this trade conflicts.
The White House is right now, some say, is occupied by a group of nationalist thinkers like Robert Lighthizer, Peter Navarro, and formerly by Stephen Bannon. They believe America has been ripped off by China systematically. That's why they need a historic turnover of everything. Do you think their thinking and strategy will make a difference on the policy of the administration?
Well, I think it's very obvious. And this government gave the first priority to American economic interests rather than Americans' international leadership. So this is an issue about the sequence of the priorities.
But do you think Trump's prioritizing economic competition with China will serve America well?
I'm not so sure. When a country gave the priority to economic interests, that indicating the country becomes weaker.
People are saying the capabilities of a nation largely depend on the technological prowess.
Yes.
Whether you can claim the high end of value chain depends on your technological know-how.
Traditional powers, when they talk about technology, they mean military technology. It doesn't mean they use the technology to generate wealth, to generate money. Now, these are different concepts. So currently, for Trump, they concern the 5G under the excuse of national security. Actually, their real concern is not security, it's wealth. Because the digital economy heavily rely on the communication technology.
But you don't buy the idea that their technology competitiveness will give them better chance of international leadership.
Well, that depends on the different age. In the traditional age, and the military technology superiority will make the country have a strong international influence. But today, possibly, and the economic technology and resulted in that way. So that's really depend on concrete situation. We cannot see that, and if a country have a better technology than the other side, will dominate the world, not necessarily.